What's up guys, Maniacs here, and welcome to the demo for Ira. Now this game just came out today on Game Jolt, and it looks like a very pretty and well put together style game. Now this game utilizes a lot of like kind of outline style backgrounds when it comes to everything, pretty much everything aside from your main character. Now what I mean by that is, if you guys notice, a lot of the stuff isn't like ridiculous detail. It uses a lot of shadows and bright lights and everything to reflect off it, which I think is a really cool art style. I don't know what the exact name of that style of graphics is, but that's what it looks like. It's like shader or something like that. I don't know. But I really like it. It's simplistic, but it also makes the game look really pretty because it requires to have a lot of detail when it comes to just showing off more or less the outline of the image and everything. So it looks like a really cool game. Now, I don't know really anything about it. I literally just downloaded it and I want to check it out. And because I want the game to tell me, it's a very story-driven based game. And I really like that, and I want the game to actually go through and tell me exactly what it actually is going to have in the game itself. Looks pretty cool, really nice graphics, cool music. All the music is unique and towards the game. Now this is only chapter 1, or it says chapter 1 demo, so I don't know if it's all of chapter 1 or if it's literally just a demo, a part of chapter 1. I don't know, but obviously there's going to be more parts as the game goes along, so I'm looking forward to checking out. I want to see what it's about, so let's begin. Also, I think there's going to be a lot of reading in this one, so you know, sorry if you guys hate my voice, but you don't blame you. Okay, so this is pre-alpha demo gameplay. So again, I don't know. It says chapter 1 demo on the Game Jolt page, so I don't know if that means it's all of chapter 1 in a demo form or if it's part of chapter 1. No idea. The smell of rocket fuel hangs in the air, even this far outside of town. The year is 1932, and a summer fades over the land surrounding Pilgrimage as launch day fast approaches. Anticipation fills the air, and the world's gaze is drawn to the tiny town as the final trains make their way into the station. I don't know,
You're listening to Pilgrimage News Radio, where the words are as true as they are fresh. I'm Cuddy Copper, and I'll be your host tonight. The town is abuzz for the launch of the Holocene only weeks away, and the Pilgrimage will once again be thrust into the world's spotlight. Earth's first interstellar vessel will depart from the Pilgrimage Launch Center, traversing the void of interstellar space in order to explore the mysteries of the lithic system. Don't forget to pick up your viewing tickets for the launch. There might be a few left if you have the pocketbook. In other news, the Martian mining season is once again upon us, and many listeners have noticed the influx of seasonal workers in town. Keep in mind that the world is watching, so please, let's all be on our best behavior, and save the hooliganism and rabble-rousing for the mines. We don't need any incidents to the press.
good voice acting. So okay, so I can't really hear the guy anymore. But yeah, again, it's got like kind of like the really dark, shady style graphics to it, which I think are really cool. That was good voice acting. I really like that. One thing this game definitely needs though is subtitles in. Okay. Well, looks like it'll just be me and you riding the rest of this line, pal. Oh, okay, cool. I can choose. So one thing that I would like to add for this game to be added in is when it has a dialogue box pop up, I would like to be able to progress it when I want to. Like a lot of games, the dialogue won't go away until you like press the space bar. I like that. It is okay in some games when you have plenty of time to read, but when I'm like trying to talk and then it pops up, just a suggestion. It'd be cool if you could choose when the text skips to the next thing. So, all right. So I'm playing as these two guys. No idea who they are, but apparently what we got so far is this town is a small town called Pilgrimage where there's a rocket ship about to take off. So, no, I'll be hopping off next stop. I suppose so. I'm not sticking around here. Why? What's the next town? I want to get off. I want to watch the rocket launch, and I'm guessing that's where this train's headed, so. You sure? The next stop is Pilgrimage, only town for 50 miles. Types like you and me ought to be steering clear of there about now. I guess so. Too much commotion. What's wrong with Pilgrimage? Pilgrimage sounds like the kind of place I might want to be. What's wrong with Pilgrimage? Oh. I don't know. What's wrong with Pilgrimage? Well, you're not going to find any work there, that's for sure. Not unless you plan on hauling it up to Mars. Hell, I'll go to Mars. Let's do it. I would love to be the first person to do a Let's Play from space. Intel Co. owns that town. Between the miners headed for Mars and that Holocene, it doesn't seem like that kind of place I'd like to get caught up in. The last ride out of Mars leaves soon, so miners are crawling all over the town. I know work's scarce, but damn. To be desperate enough to sell your soul to Intel Co. and go mine in the red sand? Poor bastards. So I'm wondering, 1932, was that around the time of the Great Depression? Nobody will even notice them. Everybody's got their eyes on the Holoken. Is it Holoken? I think it's Holoken. All those rich folk heading into town for launch day. Intel Co. will be sure to keep type. It's like that out of the... Wait. Us out of the way. Sorry. Having a hard time reading. Don't know why. It's all just profit for Intel Co. They don't care who has to suffer to make a buck. Those poor bastards who are on their way up to Mars are in the back in the dark, in the cold, probably. I like the silhouette images and everything. It's very cool art style. Pilgrimage, get away to the stars. Get away to nothing, if you ask me. The whole thing's a sham. Folks that are as poor as anywhere else. It's all a show. If you're living in that town, then Intel Co. good as owns you. Nope, there's nothing for us there in Pilgrimage. That town is a dead end. Okay, I still haven't made a choice since that second one. Oh, I guess we're arriving in Pilgrimage now. Yeah, that was a big thing. A lot of people used to do that. They used to hop on the trains and ride them from town to town. And it's actually illegal pretty much everywhere, I think. So if you got caught, you would pretty much get arrested immediately. So a lot of people were always constantly running around and everything. So where the hell are we now? Also, there's a strange popping in my audio. Hopefully it's not coming around in here. Still mines from town. A tiny farm house sits alone amongst the fields. A place a young boy named Ira calls home. Oh, Ira. Hi there. I didn't hear you come in. Oh, I can move. How do I do? How do I move? How? I'm just fixing up the car here. Did you need something? Can I move? Mom told me to come and ask if you needed anything. Is there anything I can do to help? Yeah, that would be what I would do. Is there anything I can do to help? Oh, thank you, Ira. Sure, I could always use an extra hand. I'm just trying to get the car back up and running before I run out of time here. Before I leave, I mean. Oh, see, I can't leave you and your mother here all winter with the car breaking down every couple of miles. Aren't you excited to go to Mars again? Again, he's been to Mars once? When are you leaving? Well, I guess it's almost exactly a week away now. That Holoken's launch pushed up our date. They're trying to get all the miners out there before the press show up. They don't want us hanging around and spoiling the big departure. A new star, a new day. Nice graphics and everything. A lot of fuss about something that's not going to do any good for anybody, if you ask me. I know you're interested in all that Holoken stuff, Ira. Sorry. I just don't really understand the point. At least the car will be in good shape before I go. Could you bring me that wrench from above the workbench? How do I move? Oh, okay, so it's kind of like a point-and-click style game, but you can actually move your character. Alright, so I have, like, soulless dead eyes. Kind of creepy, but the graphics and everything are really nice. Now, one thing that really weirds me out is, okay, we have the ability to not only launch a rocket ship in 1932. Wait, when did the first rocket ship launch? It wasn't even until the 60s, wasn't it? 50s or 60s? I don't remember. But we have the ability to do that. We're launching into space. Not only are we going to space, but we're going to fucking Mars, which is farther than the moon, and we're building a society there, but we still have these old-ass cars and everything. Like, what? This is like Fallout style, where like they've got like the 1970s looking Cadillacs, but they're like the futuristic hyper fusion, all that stuff. I don't know. I think it's cool. It's a cool art style. I like it's kind of like, I don't know. Is that steampunk? Is it? I don't remember. But I like the graphics and everything. Graphics are really cool. Everything's kind of got a little cell shade to it as well, which is the same kind of, cell shading is the same style of graphics from like Borderlands and stuff. I think it's pretty cool. I like that art style. I love comics and manga, so I've really always been interested in that style of graphics, even though manga isn't the same cell shading. Oh, even we got like first person, not first person, but up close graphics. Nice. Just a few turns here. Shouldn't he be showing me how to do that? All right, now I just need a fuel line to replace this one here. I think there's one out in the barn. Could you run out and see if you can find it? Sure. Go outside. Oh, I can actually go. Okay, I can go outside. Cool. So, the night air was crisp, a cool and moving in from the north, catching up from the last of summer's warmth. Wow, I can't talk. Okay. Oh. I really like the graphic style. It's very cool. Silhouette imaging and everything is very cool to me. I don't even know where the barn is. Is the barn past the gate? Oh, front. Oh, apparently not. The road winds away from the house through miles of farmland into the town of Pilgrimage, home to Earth's largest space launch facility. This tiny little town in the middle of what seems to be like nowhere. They haven't told me what, I don't think they've told me what, like, state I'm in. Oh, all I have to do is hold it. I don't actually have to click. Okay, cool. I don't know why I kept clicking. Dad bought this before he married Mom. He said when he comes home from the mining in the spring, he'll teach me how to drive it. The hose from the gas tank is exactly like the one we need to finish the car. Leave the hose alone. We'll go into the garage. He said to the barn first, right? So let's go in the barn first to see if I can't find one there. I'm guessing I might have to take the one off of the tractor. The darkness in the barn is thick, but moonbeams through the cracks give us enough light to illuminate a few boxes tucked in the corner. Something shifts in the upper loft, but it's out of view and concealed by shadows. Call up to the loft, climb to the loft. Let's search the boxes. Mice scurry out as Ira feels around in the boxes. He tosses aside old oil-soaked rags, and his fingers quickly find the soft rubber hose. Not really that soft. Ira tugs firmly, but it is lodged between some rustled bits of junk and won't come free. He pulls again, harder this time, but the hose is lodged tightly. With one final heave, the hose comes free, but knocks the box to the ground and sends its contents bouncing into the darkness. Ira's first tightly closed around the hose. His hand flies upward with force, bumping an old radio concealed by the shadows on the wall, jostling it to life. Ira looks around the darkness of the barn and is overcome with a feeling of unwelcomeness. He hurries out the door, hose in hand. Oh, so I can skip after I'm done reading. Okay. So it is technically on a timer. Oh, alright. Just showed me. Can I actually run past here? I want to explore over here a little bit. I really like the music. It's very cool, very retro. This game reminds me a lot of, Ira peers into the darkness of the forest, but the light of the moon is no help through the thick trees. He dare not enter. This game reminds me of, in a sense of, like, the camera and everything, it reminds me of the fixed camera from, like, The Walking Dead, the Telltales of Walking Dead series and everything. Very cool. That's one of my favorite games. I played the first two. I'm hoping they're making a third one. I haven't played Tales from the Borderlands or the Game of Thrones ones yet. I do want to play the Borderlands one because I love Borderlands. Never actually played the pre-sequel because I never got into it, but Borderlands 1 and 2 I completed on the 360. Great games. We going back to the garage? I got the hose. I'm curious what was in the barn, but screw it. Dad's mining gear. Oh, I want to look at that. Red dust still coats the mining gear after a summer in storage. Soon it will Soon it will be a world away, the only thing between Ira's father and the harsh Martian cold. Really? Don't worry about, you know, like the fact that there's no oxygen or anything. Well, I'm guessing that they actually, you know, have colonized it somehow in order to mine. Ah, this damn thing. Here, Dad, I got the thing. What? Oh, the hose, right. You still needed that, right? Hang on a second. The damn threads are stripped again. Yeah, it helps to use the correct tool. Cheap Intel Cove trash. They make this garbage to last about a month, I swear. It's true. A lot of car companies make shit cheaper nowadays. Biggest company in the world, so the bastards think they can do whatever the hell they want. They send us off to sweat and blood on Mars for next to nothing if it wasn't for the Union. Bad as things are now, before the Union, we'd have a death every day. Still, most of us can barely afford to buy gear that isn't about to fall apart. Can you believe that? We mine for them up on that godforsaken planet, and we have to buy our own gear. It's a lot of mining groups back in the day used to make them do that. It's a miracle we don't all die up there, but still, a lot of us do. It's true. A lot of good men don't come back. There are too many widows in this town because of that damn company. That sucks, man. Losing your friends. Son of a bitch. This has all gone to hell now. So, yeah, what I was trying to say is, back in the day when mining and everything was a huge deal, like back in the, like around the Great Depression, like the 50s, 60s, I'm pretty sure all the way up to the 70s, mining was a huge thing, especially out west. A lot of the mountains and everything, their biggest money, like there was mining towns. There was literally specific towns that were literally sprung up out of nowhere because there was a mining colony there. And it was really cool. Like, it's very dangerous work. I mean, there were people that would go into the tunnels and the tunnels would end up collapsing and shit. And it's messed up, you know? That would be weird to be growing up in one of those towns and all of a sudden you hear an alarm go off and everybody knows, oh, there's a collapse in the tunnel. And it's messed up. There's a lot of old movies and everything about it, which is kind of cool, honestly. It's really sad about the miners that died and everything, but I thought it was interesting. I would never want to do that. God, that would be terrible to go. I'm not big on going underground or being in tight spaces or anything like that. Like, I'm not claustrophobic, but that would, oh God, I couldn't do it. It's not so bad. At least you're working, right? Are you upset because mom is getting sick? Wait, what's happening to mom? His mom's sick? I didn't know that. Actually, they're still mining and everything today. It's just a lot safer than it used to be, if anybody wondering. Okay. No answer, huh? Well, I can't. It's fine, Ira. Everything's going to be fine. I just can't think about that. Not right now. We're going to be alright. All of us. Why don't you head in? Your mother might need a hand with dinner. And I think they're doing a special about the Holocene tonight on TV. You don't want to miss that, right? Nope. Go on inside, Ira. I just need to spend some more time out here getting this back together. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. No, it's not like that, Ira. It's not you at all. It's just everything else. Understandable. I love you, son. I'll see you inside in a bit, okay? Sure thing, Dad. I don't know how old I am. I look probably in my teens sometime. And, like, his dialogue and everything hasn't been, like, too young or anything like that from what he said. So I'm guessing maybe around 13, maybe? I don't know. Nice house. Again, nice graphics and everything in this game. So where... I can't actually... Wait, is that his mom? Ira? Oh, I didn't know you were sleeping. That's alright, Ira. Not quite sleeping, just tired. I was going to watch that special on the Holocene with you, remember? Is it Holocan or Holocene? Give me a few minutes. I need to wake myself up. Is everything okay? Of course, everything is fine, Ira. It's just been a hard week with your father getting ready to leave and all. It's nothing for you to worry about. Why don't you go watch your special? Something's gonna happen to her and it's gonna be fucking depressing. You can tell us all about it at dinner. That sucks. Oh, I never did start dinner cooking. Could you go and do that for me? All you have to do is put the pot in the stove. Everything is ready. Everything is made. After you do that, you can go and get your father so we can all eat. Okay, I'll put dinner on that and then go get Dad. That would be lovely. Thank you, Ira. I'll see you out there soon. I love you. Oh, something's gonna happen to her and it's gonna be really depressing. Oh, I don't want that to happen. At least they have a TV and everything. It's pretty cool. This game, I don't know. I get some vibe. Oh, wait, did I want to... Shouldn't I go start dinner first? Okay. Yay!
Watching the nightly news. Joining us tonight is... Feeling stuck in the past? Do you want to ride the wave of progress into a brighter future?
Good. Good. Channel 9, great channel.
And from Mars. And now, leading physicist and top-ranking researcher of the Holocene projects, Dr. Henderson, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us in your own words what the Holocene is.
What?
And what it means.
Holocene. Okay.
For mankind.
Wow, you talk really slow.
First and foremost, the Holocene is a research vessel. Now, this is an opportunity to expand our knowledge of the universe in an unprecedented way,
and our main objective is and will continue to be furthering science. This will be our first step out of our small corner of the universe, and frankly, it's very exciting stuff.
Many are saying that the project is a loss, that is a waste of precious resources needed elsewhere. What would you tell them about what this project means, its impact?
I see it exactly like the first Mars missions. At first it was viewed as a wasteful use of resources, but now it's a huge part of the job market to everyday people, and the mining activity on Mars is one of the most influential sectors of the economy. Now, these are our first steps out, but once we've established ourselves, it too will be indispensable. Bold exploration can only help us all.
Right. And what exactly, Dr. Henderson, is of such great importance there in this lithic system that motivates the Holocene project? I mean, what do you hope to find getting there?
Well, I don't believe that the struggle to push forward and explore needs any motivation other than pure curiosity. If we can go there, then we should be there. Then history will tell us what its importance was.
Yeah, that's never ended badly.
The lithic system specifically has been drawing attention to itself in the past few decades, what with our space program developing so rapidly, and the system being in such close proximity. It's one of our cosmic neighbors. Beyond that, though, the lithic system has been quite elusive to telescopic observation. We've struggled with conflicting measurements of its size, mass, classification. We can't seem to get any verifiable readings, and we can't be certain what is occurring there, but whatever it is may be changing our understanding of physics.
Yeah, so let's go explore it. We can't see it from here, but let's just go there and see what happens.
And not being able to take accurate measurements?
Well, considering its close proximity and the reliability of our methods on other stars, yes, it's very strange.
Let's talk briefly about the technology aboard the Holocene. It's the largest vessel ever constructed on Earth or in space. What is being used to drive such a craft at high speeds through interstellar space?
Well, we've made rapid developments in
Again, 1932.
system over the past decade. And it's like any technology, it develops and improves, and this is the latest iteration. But for security reasons, however, I can't discuss much in the way of specifics.
Well, Dr. Henderson, you and the crew will be in our thoughts as you embark in the coming month. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck, Godspeed to you and the crew. Good night.
Okay, so I know that was really long, but I wanted to check it out because I'm actually interested in the story. This is kind of cool. I probably want to shut that. I'm going to shut that off because that's just going to get really annoying now. This is cool. Like, this is a cool story and everything. I like the fact that, granted, it's still 1932. It is kind of strange how we have this technology, but I'm guessing that's actually going to be touched on in this game itself. Can I go to the attic? There's nothing up there I need right now. It's usually locked anyway. What is that? It looks like a little hidey cubby. But yeah, I think that's cool in my opinion. Oh, can I go to Ira's? Oh, I want to check out my room. I just want to see what might actually be in here. Whoa. I can't move.
You're listening to Intellico Free Radio, where the truth speaks.
That's a cool looking radio.
An explosion rocked the third largest mining network on the Martian surface last week, killing 13 and injuring over 100. Union representatives have been organizing strikes in response to inadequate safety standards the past few months.
You're on Mars. Stars fill the sky, and though not the brightest, it is the light of the lithic system that continues to draw Ira's gaze. It's a homemade radio? Though the radio's broadcast another frequency bleeds in, subtle and strange. It was a sound of Ira had heard before. Like a voice swept up by the wind, it fades before it can be known. Good voice acting in this game, seriously, it really is. That guy on the TV seemed to be really slow at talking, but the other guy, the scientist, he was pretty good, actually. The voice acting in this game is pretty good. Much better than me actually doing the voice acting and everything. Okay, so he's automatically going right now. But this kid's pretty smart. He made his own homemade radio. I think all the technology and everything, now that I've got supper cooking, I should go get Dad from the garage. I think it's just really cool how... Oh, I can actually move. Medical papers. The medical terminology was too foreign for Ira to make any sense, but he could read his parents' faces when they returned from the doctors with these scraps of paper. The words were meaningless. The only option was to wait. That's sad, dude. What's with the creepy music? Why is the music menacing? What's going on? I turned that off. Not creepy at all that that's turned on. Where's his mom? Where did his mom go? What the fuck? What the hell's going on? The sound of water floods the senses, washing away an old reality, leaving behind only the shell of Ira's former life. Memories ring out like echoes, fading in a slow procession of years gone by. The past decays and the future remains unseen, time pressing forward blindly, unaware of its mortal passengers. The flow of hours turning into decades carries Ira down its twisting streams. Whoa, now we're on Mars. It carries his father to distant Martian mines. Tharsis Fields Intel Co. So, oh, his mom died. There's a grave over there. It sweeps up his mother, his home, and his bearing. So, that was just a memory that he had from the past? And it carries Ira to places he has never known. Ira finds what feels like stability washing ashore on the rigidness of a moment lost and alone. But a voice rises from within. It draws him back into the house like a sign of hope through the murkiness of his reality. Wow, dude, that took a hell of a turn. So, what happened? His dad must have left and his mom must have passed away. So, now he's home alone. All the pictures are gone. The call grows louder, guiding Ira through the tomb of his home. Oh, that's sad, man. That sucks. I feel bad. It really is. Oh, the attic. Wasn't this locked before? The inner voice is clear now. It dropped. That's the same voice we heard on the radio when we went into his room. A familiar feeling comes within the attic's stall air, but it is fleeting. What is this place? Whoa. This looks like some pretty impressive technology. What the hell is this? Holocan bonds. Lithiac system. Is this his father? Stuff? A distant voice rises through the radio static. Its tone familiar, but the words too muffled to make out. The sound is barely audible, but Ira finds comfort in the noise beneath the static. Closing his eyes, Ira focuses on the voice. Words reveal themselves. How can we know where we have been? Only by looking backwards. It is where we have all come from. That much is true. But knowing what has been is not knowing at all. Do you know where you will be? There is only one path. I can only go where I have been before. Nothing is certain. No way is set. Which is true. I don't believe... Like, I believe in... Everybody like, I don't know really if I believe in fate or destiny. Like, everybody's destined to do something in life. I don't know. I think everybody can carve their own path. It's completely up to people. But that's up to your perception. Your perspective is flawed, but you must know that. You wouldn't have come, otherwise you couldn't have come. Do you know where you are? Of course, you couldn't know, could you? Not in this way. Wake up. What the fuck is going on? Whoa. Okay, this is a dramatic turn from my attic. What the hell happened? The fuck am I going? I'm confused. This is going on really long. I wasn't expecting this video to be this long. Ira's mind slips through the years, escaping time, caught up in the void. But the mind re-emerges, called back into the slow march of time after years of suspension. Whoa. How am I in an astronaut suit? How is I just frozen? Ira's head throbs with pain. He can barely focus on a single. The room is familiar, but is a distant memory. His mind is unable to recall why he knows the place or when he has been here. Where am I? Am I on the ship? Initializing power up sequence. Error 29323402 detected. Attempting bypass of faulty systems. Method failed. Please contact administrator. The elevator's power returns to a crack of switch from above, light returning to the terminal's dusty speaker. A voice emerges through the static. These rats again, destroying my ship wire by wire. Back, Thurman. Flee from my sound of my voice. I just repaired this unit, you miserable rodents. Although this is the first time the rats have powered up any system, that is fascinating. Computer log, record event on arrival to the lithic system, plus 1082. Rats have transitioned from wire chewing to attempts at utilizing ship systems, motivation unknown. Hello? Is there someone down there? You're not a rat at all. The ship's logs show that the stasis pod gave out ages ago. It is a miracle the crew is not dead. Please excuse my informality. Allow me to introduce myself. This is your acting captain, assumed commander of the Holokin 2. Holoship, the master of this vessel. It is good to have you in my service. It's good to have anyone in my service, actually. We're on a ship? Of course we're on a ship. You're aboard the Holosin 2, crewman. This seems to be obvious information. Your mental state may be worse than I expected. How could you describe your current condition? I feel like I've been hit by a truck. I'm fine. Can you help me get out of here or not? I like your spirit, crewman. You have been in stasis longer than the recommended duration, so there may be some possible symptoms. Please feel free to report any feelings of nausea, increased heart rate, hallucinations, or the sensation of death. Given our situation, I'm clearing you for duty. Congratulations! You'll have some catching up to do, especially after the incident, but I'm sure you'll rise to the occasion. What incident? Ah, yes, day one of arrival to the lithic system. The ship's automated systems were compromised. The system is flooded with electromagnetic interference, which wreaked havoc on the electrical grid. By the time I assumed role of captain, the stasis chambers had succumbed to the surge. But the ship was saved. I took control of navigation manually, just in time, too. Our mission shall continue through we may be delayed by the inconvenient mass loss of life among the crew. But you're here now. You are undoubtedly in state of great confusion. Allow me to reacquaint you with the Holosin 2. As you can see, the stasis pods will not be in short supply. Oh, that sucks. Everybody's pretty much dead. I guess I was the only survivor, kind of like Fallout 4 style. Though their occupants will need removal. Wow, that one's like broken and fucked up. I can't imagine that will be a pleasant task. That one's open. What, did the rats open the goddamn stasis pod? At least we'll be making good use of the airlock. Wow, that's kind of cold. I'm guessing that's an AI computer. Wow, there's trees and everything growing in here. Welcome to the greenhouse level, where your stress will melt away as you watch the fruits of your labor grow and propagate. Speaking of which, you've been promoted to head botanist. What will the recent loss of entire biology department? Congratulations! Don't be intimidated by the state of the place. I trust that you'll be able to get things in order in no time. I would suggest making a priority, though. Most of the food stores were vented into space 4 weeks ago. Are you saying that everyone on the ship is dead? Yes. Wow, that's a great way to wake up. Moving along. God, it's really bright right now. Very pretty, though. Still loving it. Science! Welcome to the laboratories level. This is a research vessel, after all. Wow, I can't talk. State-of-the-art equipment should make light work of uncovering the many secrets of the lithic system. I can't seem to locate your scientific background in your file. But no matter. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the lab, make yourself comfortable, and you should be ready to assume the position of head researcher. Again, congratulations, though I really must insist that you don't touch the particle accelerator before reading the manual. Even then, please don't touch the particle accelerator. Why are you showing me this? Don't worry about that, about taking it all in at once. I have several volumes of systems manuals somewhere. You'll get there eventually. To the next level! This is a big-ass ship, but then again, the ship was like a giant... Whoa. Ah, my pride and joy, the heart of my ship, the engine's core. At my disposal, here is the power to bridge the stars, to travel vast distances at great speed, to conquer the expanses. The power would corrupt the mind of a lesser captain. But I assure you, you're in good hands. Just look at it. Take this awe-striking potential. This is actually several pay grades above your clearance level. Why am I allowing you to see this? As your captain, I order you to erase your memories of this place. Do you even know what you're saying? Of course! Our journey is nearing the end. You're about to enter the upper deck of the Holocene 2. Holocene? And there's he's an AI, I knew that. Obviously. Who else would be alive? This is the 1082nd day in the orbit of Hermes, on the outer rim of the lithic system. This is our designated rendezvous point with the crew of the Holocene. Protocol dictates that we await docking instructions from the crew on the surface, which is yet to arrive. What are you? Once again, I'm the commander of this vessel, captain of the Holocene 2. But I suppose that's not what you mean. What I am is the Z-120 automated control system for the Holocene 2. You're not the captain, you're not even a person, you're just a computer? Well, yes, that is true. But I am fully capable of fulfilling my duties despite my limited physical form. Besides, crewmen, with you here, the manifest has doubled. Now our mission is sure to succeed. How many people did we have on this ship originally? Don't think it was just 2. Oh, I can actually interfere with this. This is a really long video. Wasn't expecting this to go on this long. I didn't know how long the demo was. Oh well. Z-120. I realize you're curious, but please, try not to break anything. Loading console systems. Communications. In the static, a sound emerges, a sound that was still ringing in the back of your mind. It flows through Ira's body. That interference has been flooding all of the standard radio channels since we arrived. It has made maintaining ship control something of a challenge. The worst part has been maintaining a stable orbit. Our sensors required a radical adjustment to make any sense of navigation road leadouts. It also may be what killed everyone. I heard that sound in a dream just before I was revived. Quite impossible. Dreaming cannot occur in stasis. Dreams occur over time. Stasis functions because of principle of sub-nuclear frequencies. Surely you see the ridiculousness of the notion. The signal is localized to the lithic system, and you only just woke from stasis. You could not feasibly recognize this sound. Perhaps you're not hearing the signal clearly. Allow me to amplify the receiver. Please don't turn it up. The interference has caused another power surge. Life support has gone critical. You need to evacuate. The lander craft are through the starboard hatch. There's one lander reading as functional. I should be able to access those doors. Don't waste time. The atmosphere could vent at any moment. Alright. Run to the hall. Okay, I had to click on that. I'm accessing the door's controls. Almost there. Might want to hurry up before I get, you know, explode. There's the roar. Run! Whoa, wow, this place is really fucked up. That sucks the ship's messed up. I wanted to explore the ship a little more. Whoa. Pretty. System interference blocking planetary transmissions. I'm scanning the surface for signs of settlements. We're descending too fast. We need to decrease our speed. Brace for impact. This is a really long demo. Well, we crashed, but obviously I'm alive. I heard coughing. Very pretty planet, though. It's all blue and glowy. Oh, there's a settlement. There's a beacon on top of it. I'm curious what happened and what caused... Oh, so that was Act 1. Okay, so that wasn't just a short demo. I mean, I guess it was technically just all of Act 1, unless there's going to be more to Act 1. I don't know how many acts there's actually going to be for this game once it eventually comes out, but I really liked it. What's... Oh, okay, it's literally just the title screen. Okay, so that was... I'm probably just going to do the credits, right? Maybe? Okay, so... Oh, alright, cool. So I'm not going to quit yet. So that was the demo, or Chapter 1 of Ira. This is a very, very cool game. I am interested in the story. I like the simplistic graphics and everything. I like the shaders. All that stuff is very, very cool to me. Again, graphics are really cool. I like the music. The story is pretty cool, too. I'm really interested in that kind of futuristic sci-fi stuff, but it's like takes place in the past. Like, if anybody's curious, there is a show on, I don't know if it's still on Netflix, called Interstellar, where it takes place where back in the 50s, they launched this settlement of people into space, and they were supposed to, like, it was basically supposed to protect these people from nuclear war, because it was back when, like, nukes and everything were starting to get popular after World War II. People were afraid, oh, there's going to be a big giant nuclear war, so they sent these people secretly into space, and these are, like, scientists, doctors, like, really smart people. They sent into space, but it turned, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the whole, like, ship itself is designed around, like, being in the time zone of the 50s, which I think is really cool. I love that futuristic but old style, like, you know, what I'm talking about, like, old style technology. I think it's really cool. Like, futuristic technology in BioShock, when technically that game takes place around, like, the, what is it? 50, wait, was it, it's the 50s or 60s. It's kind of weird in the time zone, but I'm pretty sure it's the 50s, but it's like futuristic technology. I love that. But anyway, that was Ira. If you guys want to check out the first chapter for it, this was a really long chapter. It was like 40 minutes of gameplay, which was really good. A very good demo. I don't know if there's going to be more added to Act 1. Hopefully there will be more. I can't wait to play Chapter 2. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys want to check this game out for yourself, there'll be a link to the game in the description below. And thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out some of the other videos that I've done, and I will see you guys next time. Maniacs out. Ah! Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Okay. What the fuck are you? Cool how everything is like, technically, I mean, look at that. That's fucking pretty, dude. This is a very nice and